Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Gulfstream, and welcome to Gulfstream today. Ron Nicoletti along with Brian Nano. We had a lot of rain last night, and it's going to continue this afternoon, so we are off the turf. We're starting today with a sealed, sloppy main track. Of course, the beauty of the Tapeta, it's always fast, and it just marked this down. It usually really tightens up, and speed is really good on the Tapeta.
We've talked about that a lot, but you're right. Yeah, things get very fast, and a lot of times it does. And the inside can get good, too, which is not usually the case on the Tapeta.
Yeah, I think the Rainbow is up to, 400,000? There's an estimate of 400,000. Is 244 in the carryover. They betted really good yesterday. Tough Sequence paid $5,000 or thereabouts.
Yeah, snazzy new graphic. By the way,
I like it. That with the pole. It looks like a quarter pole that was designed by a hippie. But it looks pretty good.
Quarter pole designed by a hippie. I like that. Big balloons today in the Rainbow, no doubt about it. But the beauty of the Tapeta, you hear us say it time and time again, there's 2 turf races and not one scratch out of them at all.
Yeah, I know. Just a couple of jockey changes. We'll give you the scratches as we go along. Of course, Pete will come back and give you all the scratches and stuff that you need. The first race is going to be contested at 1 mile. It's a maiden claiming filly 3-year-olds. We do have a scratch in here of the 5 Cajun Anthem. And Brian has an early pick 5 ticket he wants to show you.
Yeah, $24. I lost a couple top picks today. It is what it is with the scratches. A single here, short price on Fontina, 3 deep in race 2 with the 3 Ask in My Name. I did not change any turf to Tapeta picks. I all my picks were the same, and I sent them over like that. There you can see the single. JJ Monet, is it the day for her today? Boy, she's a short number in there. Race number 4 is the 7 graded on a curve. In race number 5, I do scratch into Ronnie. Insanity, it seems, for Wesley Ward. I had Inquisitive on top, but she is out today.
Insanity, it seems. That's a great name for a horse. I
really is.
I don't understand that too much, but what the heck. We'll play along with it. And we'll start this first race, Brian. And you have the 7th single, and that's who I have on top, and that is Fontina. And Fontina from the Ronnie Spatz barn. Blinkers on this afternoon, been knocking on that door.
Yeah. How about Ronnie, huh? One of the good guys that had a really strong championship meet. We love to see that. One of our year-round locals here, and he's had a very, very strong championship meet. I think the big thing today is Ron gets off the rail. 2 starts in a row where this daughter of Amise Flatter was on the rail. He's going to put blinkers on. We have the perfect outside attack post as well.
Yeah, if you want, maybe the inside horse here, you spread the risk. You might have some interest in, of course, Safi Joseph Jr., the leading trainer here. And this horse, 12-5 last time out. I was on the main track. I think maybe he wakes up against this level of competition.
Yeah, I think it's a very possibility, and this is clearly the main danger. I just don't think when you're playing a pick 5, using both of these horses equally, you go from 24 to 48. I don't think that does anyone any favors.
Well, race number 2 was originally scheduled for the turf of the mile. Now to be run at 1 mile and 70 yards on the Tapeta, and this is for 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races in life. And as Brian mentioned, no scratches in these turf races here. And I think you have a ticket that you want to show here.
Yeah, we can zip through the early pick 4 ticket really quickly. I did add a horse at the end here because race number 5 I think is a little more problematic now that it's off the turf and onto the Tapeta. So I did pop another horse in there. It's a $24 early pick 4 ticket, singling, as you can see, in race number 3 on a horse that will be a very odds-on the morning line, JJ Monet.
Yeah, JJ Monet. So we're getting to this race here. You see race number 2. And who do you have on top? Do you have the number 3? So we'll start there with Ask in My Name. And this one I have on my ticket. Billy Theranos, boy, has anybody been harder than him? 3 wins in 2 days in the turf race, and he loves this horse today. He told me so. Mark that down. He's been going good.
I print out so early. Billy's 1 for 17, and as Ronnie said, Billy has been white hot. He knew it was just a matter of time. He comes down here each winter from Woodbine and wins races and wins several of them. I have no problem with this horse on Tapeta today. Has proven over it up at Woodbine and ready to roll for a very, very hot barn.
I went with the horse you have in second on top, and that's Classic Motown. This one from the one and only Bobby DeBona barn, and this horse has shown in the past that he can run well on the synthetic. I think 4 for 5 in the money. Tried the turf last time out, was closing fast, so finished a good 4th in that race, dropping to 25, proven commodity on the Tapeta.
Wow.
Tapeta, excuse me, I'm calling it Meta.
Yeah, this horse was the horse to beat on the turf. This horse is really the horse to beat on Tapeta because Bobby's going to run her now for the first time on Tapeta. He does such a good job. He's built a little partnership here with Irad Ortiz Jr. They all have to beat Classic Motown.
Yeah, it's a pretty good race there. And let's go to race number 3 this afternoon. And I will flip the page here, a little damp with the weather we're having. And race number 3 this afternoon. Oh wait, we had a video.
We can show the replay.
Let's show that replay for race number 2. I went by it. Sorry about that. Let's show the video on high stakes. This one from Kerry Breon Barn.
Yeah, because this is an important video to show. Yes, it was on the turf, but this is a horse that almost wired on Tapeta 2 back by 4 lengths. Did all the dirty work down on the inside here with the Hall of Famer Javier Castellano aboard. And Kerry Bryant's come down here and had a really good winter from her base up at Fair Hill, and we know her well from our sister tracks up in Maryland. This gelded son of Munnings ran hard. The Munnings like Tapeta. Lauren Robson had a Munnings winner the other day. They're going to have to catch this horse, I think, in here, Ron, and he's dangerous, which should be a square price, too.
Very game, too. You can see it in that picture. So we'll flip the page now and go to race number 3, as we mentioned here. We do have, this is going to be 6 furlongs on that sealed sloppy track. Maiden claim is fillies and mares 4 and up. We did have a scratching of the 3 uncaptured skeet. And also note the jockey change on number 4, Zuli Bella. That rider will be Jesus Rios this afternoon. And let's go with the 6, as you mentioned. Short price here, JJ Monet. And, this one from the Matt Williams barn. And just got that speed. Looks good here. Turning back to 3/4 of a mile. Knocking on the door and back-to-back races.
I mean, this horse is 4 to 5 on the morning line for a low percentage trainer. But how about the muddy race 2 back, Ronnie? And we are sealed and sloppy now. Big effort. The last 2 races by this daughter of Ocean Knight. Yes, she's 0 for 9. The last 2 races completely lay over this field.
And you really like to see when they run on those wet tracks, sealed muddy tracks. So you're certainly going to get similar situation to today. The 5-4, the Thrill, is going to turn back to 7/8 of a mile. Trino was up there dueling with JJ Monet for a while and backed up to finish 3rd. Was beaten about 9 3/4 lengths in their race. I think the 6 furlongs are going to hit this one right in the eye.
Matt Williams exacta for both of us. I mean, how about that?
So that was our 2 we had in race number 3, and Brian had the 4, and I went with the 7 in the 3rd spot for the trifecta. Flipping the page, going to race number 4 this afternoon. And race number 4, 1 mile and a 16th on the Tapeta. And as we always mention here, there's no change on the Tapeta. It's always fast, and might get a little faster today when it gets packed down with the thing. It's good to check that out in the early races to see how everything is playing out when you get ready to put your rainbow ticket together, which will be in the next race. But this one here, no scratches, 1 mile and a 16th on the Tapeta. And, the morning line favorite in here, Be Like Clint. You went with the 7 in here, and that's graded on a curve.
Just take it a little shot. Look at the race graded on the curve comes out of on the Tapeta back in November. I mean, you got Racecraft, you got Fly the W, who owns the Tapeta over here. So this is a big class drop. I don't know if maybe he's a little muddied up with his form and gets overlooked a little bit. The number was very slow in that race. There are other horses who I would expect to get bet more than him, and he's a square price in here, so I'll take a shot.
And Be Like Clint, who I have on top of my ticket. You have a little further down. First off, the claim by Marty Drexler. And this horse, Marty's at 28% with his claims. And this horse ran a good second last time out at this level. So I see this horse, if he takes that little jump forward at 1 mile and a 16th, wins the race.
Yeah, the Woodbine boys have been rolling now. Yeah. Billy's got it going in the last week. Marty's had it going for about a month now. Really, really high percentage trainer. And I love the fact that, he claimed this one from Billy, actually. This is another one of those Woodbine horses. Came down here and maybe needed a race to get acclimated. It happened last time. It's all systems go today, and he's clearly the horse to beat in here.
Yeah, and you might have some interest in the 2 horse and who I had in second, Mr. Crowley. This one, ridden by Luis Saez, and you just look at its last race. Broke from the rail, went right on the engine in there, backed up a little bit, all coming out of that Be Like Clint race, and you see as it runs. If it's speed, maybe you throw it somewhere in the ticket. And he's 3 to 1 on the morning line, so it's no great shakes. We're not giving you a long shot there. I think a horse that could run well.
Yeah, if they let this horse go early, they might not see him again late. Off the claim for Amador Sanchez from Marty Drexler. Not a big sample. We know how crafty Amador is. 3 for 5 off the claim.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will have the My Rainbow 6 ticket.
And they're off. DRF All Access Past Performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all 3 past performance formats. Easily switch between views. Access the most trusted information in horse racing with DRF All Access Past Performances. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code 1FREEPP for a free single card today.
Welcome back to Gulfstream today, Ron and Brian, and we're hoping Samantha can join us a little later on. Her voice sounded a lot better yesterday. She's been dealing with some laryngitis, but she will be back. And, the 5th race this afternoon was originally scheduled for the turf. Now to be run on that sealed sloppy track if you're just joining us. No turf racing this afternoon, and we do have a scratching here of the 4 Acquisitive, and I have my Rainbow Six ticket, and if you don't know, I was away for a while. I'm the king of getting 4 or 5 out of 6 in the Rainbow Six. It's very hard with these $43.20 tickets. We'll talk about this race in a little bit. In race number 2, I went with the number 7 on top, Academy Choice, owned by everybody in America if you look at the program, and the 2, Mr. Narcissistic, and race number 7, 3 deep. My top pick is Restless Dreamer. Here's my single today. I didn't change my single here. The 2, even though it came off the turf to be running mile 70, Musical Romance, Sappy Joseph. Looks like all the positive things in here. And in race number 9, 3 deep, with the top pick being the 4, Donegal Forever, who's even money on the line. They got some coverage in there. And in the last race, 1, 3, 8, and 10. 1 was my long shot on the turf for Ronnie Spads. Still might bet a couple of bucks on that horse, but I was really hoping for the turf. And almost got my long shot home yesterday, finished 3rd. I'm knocking on the door. I'm getting back into swing of things. So let's go to this 5th race here. And the 5th race, we got Samantha's ticket, the Tropical Tapeta. Tropical Tapeta ticket, because we're up the turf. Is that what it's called?
We got all sorts of stuff going on here. Yeah, we'll take a look at her ticket. I think she hit it yesterday for $1.29 or something like that.
She had a single in the last leg and it came in.
She's sharp. So
horse that Brian and I hated.
I couldn't stand that horse. It was her single at 5-1 too, by the way. So here she is for $18, and she's threatening to get out here today. We'll see if we let her out. Let her out of the office. But,
she's good with these tickets, and they pay. It was favorites yesterday, but still paid $129. So that's
what's the
pretty
single
good.
at the end here? Okay, Whitingfield getting back to the Tapeta. First time for Marty Drexler.
No, let's get into this race, Brian. Do you want to start it with these replays, or
we can show this. Got a little bit of the gangs all here kind of angle, right? Cheyenne Brave and Mr. American going at it last time, and McQuisitive unfortunately is out. Cheyenne Brave ran pretty well. This is a dangerous horse now. They bet this horse. I think Samantha picked this horse that day, and I feel like I had this horse at 10 or something like that, and they bet this horse. And boy, he ran well too, Ron. He just couldn't see it out late. Mr. American doing what he always does, kind of running late and finishing behind a horse,
Yeah, I think that horse went off as the favorite last time out, but ran well, and a horse that you guys certainly got to take a look at. I do have it on my ticket there, so we'll see how that one's run. But we both went with the number 3, and that's Insanity, it seems, and it seems that's a perfect name for this show that we have on today, Insanity. So what'd you see in this horse, besides Wesley Ward and a monster debut long time ago?
Yeah, I had Inquisitive on top. I scratch into him here, but it's Wesley Ward, Ron. He doesn't run a lot of horses at the championship meet, but he's always got him live, always got him ready. He's 23% off this elongated layoff. There are concerns here. His horse hasn't been out since July of 2022, but he gets the Hall of Famer, John Velasquez, in here. This is a good post for this horse right outside the 2.
I'm looking. We got the same exact what do you call it? Super.
Yeah.
And that is very scary when him and I are thinking alike. Johnny Velasquez is riding a horse. I like the fact that John Velasquez is riding that horse. So logical ones. We showed you how well the Cheyenne Brave ran on the turf. You can certainly translate that to the seals to the Tapeta this afternoon. So now we flip the page and we go to race number 6, and this one is 5.5 furlongs on the Tapeta, and this one has 1 scratch in it. Dial him up. Its claim is 4-year-olds and up. Never won 2 races, and Samantha has a late pick 5 ticket. We'll show you right now. She's been going good, so $45. Yeah. She opened up the wallet a little bit, but it looks like a nice ticket.
Yeah, she's got the big spread in race number 7. She's going 5 deep in there, and then you can see her single is at the end, and that is the 3-horse in race number 10. Don't forget, we're off the Tapeta, but Whiting Field now getting to the Tapeta for the first time since Marty Drexler claimed this gelded son of Jack Milton. I think that's going to be a big move. Blinkers going on, a horse with already plenty of speed.
Yeah, owned by Bruno Chickendance, who owns every horse, I believe, in Canada, if I remember correctly.
Not in America, though, because he's not in with that horse earlier. Yeah. He's the one guy that doesn't own that horse earlier on.
He'll get it later. So we'll see how it goes. What you picking here? You went with the 6. Don't answer. Oh, a little bit of a nice price here.
Yeah, this is my long shot.
Oh, it is?
Don't answer. This is the only horse that's left today, right? Best bets, long shots, they're all out.
Right.
So Don't Answer is going to carry the torch here for me. Yeah, we're rising in class. I get it. But look good winning last time. I like this post. Ron, you thumb through this field. I mean, who are you going to tell me you're supposed to be scared of in a group like this? I know the huge drop on gaining Greenpoint. I get all of it. But if nothing else, maybe we have a little upside with Don't Answer. Eniel Cordero's proven to be pretty crafty. Lasix goes on, too. Let's take a shot.
I think you got a good thing. You put him in a logical spot.
Yeah.
Getting Lasix this afternoon, as you mentioned. Luis Saez in the saddle was even money last time out or thereabouts, so they bet this horse last time out. I did go with the number 7 horse in here, and that's Academy Choice. And this one from Jamie Begbarn. He was former with Mark Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
He worked for Mark Cassie down here in Florida. And I just thought off this performance last time out. He backed up the maiden win with a nice performance at this level. So I think this horse can run well. They're going to stretch it out just a little bit to 5.5 furlongs.
Yeah, that was a crazy fast race last time. There's nothing he's ever done anything like that. If he backs it up, he's a huge threat in here.
And the number 2, Mr. Narcissistic, I had some interest in. Why? It's Marty Drexler. So your first time in his barn. I don't know if he trained this horse up, and I know he didn't. So he brought this horse down from Canada. We always say maybe need a race here. You'll see how that works out.
1 for 27, 12 underneath finishes.
Wow. So
thanks.
Try Super?
Yeah.
Try Super.
What's your line? That's why we have.
Yeah, we got all that stuff here. We got tries, supers, bet 3s. You don't have to just bet to win. We got lots of action for you here. And the race number 7, it continues for that. And this one's going to be a 1 mile on a sealed sloppy main track right now. Florida, if we ever get any sun, it'll get fast. It'll get fast pretty soon. We got a scratch of the 5, Olivia Sparkle. You have your late pick 4 ticket. We're going to show you right now.
Yeah, just $6. This is a sister race of that one we ran yesterday. Chad Brown's $1 Million horse was good yesterday for sure. Just $6. I'll spread here. Back-to-back singles. Musical Romance, not my best bet anymore, but I was with you there too, Ronnie. Right. And she's still the horse to beat on the Tapeta. Race number 9, Donegal Forever. Can't wait to see him come back for Todd Pletcher. Boy, was he awesome, and we'll show it to you. And 3 deep in race number 10. I do scratch into the 8, Silent and Violent, but certainly you have to have Samantha's single in there, the 3, Whiting Field.
Yeah, my long shot guy said you also had some interest. That's Joe from Kiev. I like this horse sneakily on the turf. We'll see how the horse runs on the Tapeta. Now, getting back to race number 7 this afternoon, and you started it off with the inside horse in here, and that is Spirited Billy Mott, and pretty nice 6-1 on the morning line.
Ron, I'm taking a stab here. Bill's not really known to win on debut, but he's good enough. He's 14%. A daughter of Arrogate out of a Discreet Cat mare. Discreet Cat could run on an off track back in the day for the coach in Overbrook Farm. The dam was a little turfy. The third fall, the other 2 didn't win on debut. One of them earned over 200. Ron, it's as much as I'm picking the 1 and I'm kind of sort of against the others.
Yeah, it was good. I kept going back to the 1, but I didn't like, the mile breaking from the inside and the post, so I just backed off this horse. If you look at my analysis, I have him up there.
Right.
I crossed him out a couple of times, and I did go with Chad with Restless Dreamer here with the one daughter of Street Sense. This one only cost $60,000, but Barn has been going good, and like you said, it was wide open affair. I landed on him, but I wouldn't be surprised. You saw Samantha's ticket; she used 5 or 6 in here, and that's the way to go. The other horse that I had some interest in was Do Gooder, and this one from the Jenna Antonucci barn, and this one was the favorite last time out, going 7 furlongs. So they had some interest in this horse. Working okay. We'll see how this one runs. Javier Castellano and Saddle gonna get that nice outside stalking trip. No or has the speed to maybe get position.
Yeah, I didn't like this race last time.
Right.
I thought it was a kind of a weak group, Flower Mound, but this horse ran well. She ran in spots. She came on again late. I want to bring up the replay for Misenchanted for West Point. She ran. This is an interesting race now, and the Roman's going to put the blinkers on. Watch her down the lane here, Ron. She's kind of looking around. She's green as grass in here. This is a 4-horse field. Scalable was in the Breeders' Cup and all that stuff. Watch her just kind of like she's not really sure what's going on here yet or what she's doing. She chased pretty nicely, though. Blinkers go on today, and I think this is significant on a horse that still has plenty of room to move forward and maybe catches a group of first-time starters that we got to see. You know, Todd's got the heavy, I'm assuming the heavy favorite.
Right.
Encourage each other. The three I've got in second. You know, they paid $350 for her. It's Todd Pletcher. It's Irad, Mike Rapoli, Vinny Viola. The gang's all here. I don't know. We'll see what we get from this horse. I wasn't exactly sold.
Yeah, I love these kind of races because it's wide open and fair,
Yeah.
especially when they're going the one-turn mile. And like you said, that horse certainly has license to improve this afternoon. Let's flip the page and go to race number 8. This one originally scheduled for 1 mile on the grass, now to be run at 1 mile and 70 yards on the Peter. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward. We do have a jockey change on the 4, Passion for Treasure. That is Miguel Vasquez. And both you and I had this, I had this as my best bet. I think you did when it was on the turf. But you can just still go back and show you this race.
Yeah, I mean, she ran very, very well last time. Flying Black is in here, too. Musical Romance, now, this was 1 mile and a 16th. She's 3 lengths clear. She couldn't see it out, but she's also 11-1. Go Big Green is going to win this race, and she's still, Ron, to her credit, she went quick, too. I mean, you know, for her to go 47-4 at 1 mile and a 16th and to almost see it out here and just, you know, lose to the odds-on winner, I thought this was a pretty good effort. Go Big Green is who won yesterday, right?
That was the single. Was the single in the last race that Samantha got the ticket with and just came, just didn't like to turn back. And the level of competition today, we'll see how this horse runs on the Tapita. It's not really tried it a couple of times.
Yeah, it's got to win over it.
It's got to win over it, so it's bad. And then the number 8 horse in here is Flying Black, who we just showed you there, 2-1 on the line, certainly can run well in this spot.
Off the claim for Fernando Abreu, and he owns this horse as well. What a meet he's had, and he is 22% off the claim.
Yeah, and I like this horse. They claim in every last 3 or 4 races when this horse runs, they claim it.
Yeah.
So certainly good. And you can see we basically have the same situation here with the 2, 3, and 8 in different ways. And we'll see how it plays out when we go to race number 9. This one's going to be 1 mile and a 16th. And remember, the 1 mile and a 16th is the first finish line. I'm sure Dennis will be telling us all day about that. 1 mile and a 16th. So remember that short finish line. You got to get it there.
No Arby's for Dennis.
Yeah, no Arby's.
It's the mile and 16th.
Let's show some videos in here and then get it going. You talked about Donegal forever. Boy, this horse, let's see how this one runs.
Yeah, what an impressive debut. Now, the debut was way back in June of 2023. So look at the start here, and that's not any good, but he still overcomes it. Wow, I mean, that's the old "they're off, you lose," and that's what happened at the start. And let's just show you the end here. They bet him like they knew. They did know. Now, where have you been? That's a big question mark, okay? As I mentioned, June 17th, 2023. Something clearly went amiss. We don't know what. Todd's had to stop on this horse. Now he's back for Donegal Racing. What a debut. The layoff, he certainly looks like he's working up a storm up
I was just going to say,
Palm
he's
Beach
working
Downs.
very, very well. So you think, it's great to see him come back. We'll see how that goes in there with Rad Ortiz Jr. So we'll see how that one runs. The 7, Smile Mon, this one from Dale Roman's barn. And this one, we're going to break on the outside. Thought maybe this horse coming in from the Kentucky area can run well in the spot. And Dale had a couple of nice winners lately.
Yeah, we've got the same super again here. Black belt yesterday. Remember him at the mile and 16th, right? What did he do?
Yeah, won.
Yeah, he got up on the lead. Well, yeah.
The one you forgot to bet.
Thank you. The one I forgot to bet. He got up on close to the lead. You get off the far turn, the race is over. Exactly what Smile Mon is going to try to do. He's got a lot of speed. Paco, we know Paco's going. If they let this horse go heavy favorite included. He might not come back because I can't just say it enough. Just go back and watch the stakes yesterday. We'll show it to you. Watch Black Belt yesterday. You get to the far turn and you're in front. The race is over.
Again, we have the same
Yep.
super in there, so lots of things going on. Now, the last race this afternoon was originally scheduled for a mile on the turf, now to be run at a mile 70 yards. And this is the only race that we really got, more than one scratch, or we had none in the other turf races. Scratched the 2, 5, and 6 in here. And, I mentioned Joe from Kiev. I have this one on top. I left it on top. I was trying to get sneaky with the turf races there. I thought maybe this horse can run well in there. I'm going to be interested to see how he runs on the Tapeta today, but I think maybe, and you went with the number 8 horse in here, which is Silent and Violent for Safi Joseph. Ira certainly got the connections to run well.
Well, just back to Joe for a quick second. He added Lasix last time, and he woke way up. Ronnie Spatz got him last time, and so there's, you got something to work with here, Ron. He's not just a hopeless long shot in here, and he's down inside, and he's probably going to show a little speed too. Silent and Violent, it's Safi, Ken Ramsey, Irad. We're going to drop on the Tapeta out of a maiden special weight and run on Tapeta for the first time out of a maiden special weight. You can see the Woodbine races. Silent and Violent and the 8 and Whitingfield Samantha singles are clearly going to be the two favorites.
Yeah, Whitingfield, you'll just look at the race 2 starts back where Marty Drexel claimed it, puts it right on the turf. Horse runs it really well, putting blinkers on this afternoon. Certainly the one to beat on the Tapeta, I think, in the nightcap.
Yeah, those two horses are going to probably separate themselves on the tote board.
Now we got the ever-popular lightning round to kick off here. We got the pick 5 pool approaching 65,000, but the lightning round here, we're going to start it off with a horse that ran very, very well yesterday.
Yeah, Honor D Lady. Safi threw a blanket at the Royal Delta, and Honor D Lady is the one. Here's here again, short stretch finish line. You can't run this horse down in here. She ran really well. This is her first start taking on older horses as well, and I heard Safi mention, well, he told you, right, the grade 1 Apple Blossom.
Yeah, that's where he's going with this horse next. He wants to try. He wanted to see what doing. And I asked him if he was concerned. He said, "No, you got to try these horses, see if they can beat all the horses." So he's got great plans for that horse. Also, we got the Coast to Coast this afternoon, and it'll be kicking off. What race does it kick off here? At Gulfstream, race number 9 at 4:07 p.m. Got 3 from Santa Anita, 2 from right here. You see race 10. 4:37 for us every Saturday and Sunday, and the key to that is the low 15% takeout.
Dollar minimum too, and you got to love those sets. Look at a tight window, 2 hours or so. You get to have it all there.
The Tropical Tapeta
There you go.
Turf 3 pick 3 is hard to say, but it's on the Tapeta today, and it's another one with 15% takeout.
Yeah, $3 base minimum. Samantha hit it yesterday, and that it consistently, always paid $12,700 the other day.
Yeah, 5 races, 5, 8, and 10. So make sure you mark that down. And they were the turf races, of course, now on the Tapeta. And the final one, we only have one long shot left here, and that's Brian's, and he'll show you that right now. And there it is. Don't answer, 8-1. So we'll be here throughout the afternoon. I'm sure we're going to find some long shots that we may give out. We'll see how this track is playing here. Let's hope the rain holds off so we can scoot around without any rain gear on. And we'll be back here in a little while. Good luck, everybody.